So a question got asked in Boomerang Me's private Facebook group, which to join that, all you have to do is sign up for the free trial for Boomerang Me. I have plenty of links down in the comments and my profile picture, all the things that you can gain a free trial period for 14 days. So question was asked, what is a faster way than using the scanner app for customers, for businesses to actually provide points for their customers, redeem things, and look up the customer information. So let me preface this with the scanner app is super fast. Like I've got restaurants using that are lines out the door, and it's counter service, and they are pushing out customers. So the way that they handle that high volume, fast paced environment is that near their customers, their POS system, because it is a counter service type style restaurant, they have their smart device right next to their POS system. The screen protector timeout is turned off, so it's always on and ready. They stay logged in, and as soon as a customer comes up and says, they want their punches. In this case, it's an ice cream shop, so they want their visit punches added to the customer card. The customer just slides them their card. They pick it up, they scan it, they enter the information, they're done. If you need it faster than that, or if you have a local business, or I do hyper focus on restaurants, if you have a restaurant that bringing around a scanner app isn't very convenient or doesn't really mesh with that business's process for checking out, there's another way you can do this. And it has just seriously changed the lives of some of my restaurant owners. And I just love it. So it's opened up a lot of applications and ways to really bless local businesses, because I didn't even expect that so many places might need the second avenue in the second way. So the second way is just to do a search for the customers. This takes away the need for someone to get their phone out of their bag or their pocket, open up the wallet and bring it to the cashier, right? So now you can literally just look up the customer. So I'm going to do a little screen recording. So I'm holding my phone and I'm going to right over here put up what I'm doing on my phone. So let me hit record while I am doing this. And as you can see, the scanner app is the biggest button because truthfully, it is very, very convenient, and it's easily the most used way of redeeming and giving points, right? But underneath, you can see, and I almost wish it had a little bit easier to see, but it says search customers. And when I press that, you can enter in, whatever you want to look up a customer. I love to do a search for the last 4 digits of a customer. So I would, as a staff, and to train them, I simply say, ask the customer for the last 4 digits of their phone number. All right. So we're going to do that. Oops. There we go. There you go. So now this is a person that pops up, right? Obviously, it's a fictitious person. So they can then say, "Oh, Mrs. Doe," and then check them out using their name, and they're confirming that that is the individual. So when I press it, then as a staff member, I can then, give Mrs. Doe whatever mini points or whatever the case may be. It doesn't matter that I'm not making those match up because this is just showing you that process. And look how fast it's done. Cashier moving on, doing other things, pushing Mrs. Doe through the line. But it's really, really fast. So some ways and some applications that I'm finding these to be very helpful. Of course, if it is an at counter situation, the scanner app is perfectly, handy dandy. But maybe they don't have an extra smart device laying around that they want to use. They only want to use a big tablet. That's a little clunky to try and scan with. Okay. So to be able to just push that in, enter the last 4 digits of the phone numbers and have that pop up, they're finding that to be very, very handy for that bring to the counter type of a process. So some restaurants just find that to be easier. One case in point would be in an Italian cookie restaurant that is a client of mine, and easily their clientele is 65 and older. I might be exaggerating slightly, but really, honestly, not much. I've spent a lot of time in there just helping them and things of that nature. Their primary clientele are boomers. Okay. So they are definitely older generation. And so because of that, something as simple that we take for granted, as simple as looking up your wallet, they're a little dumbfounded by that. Also, these individuals then can, even if they don't step through the process properly to add the loyalty club card to their phone wallet, they can still be earning points because they are in the system. We can still look them up, and they can still be, we can see on the restaurant owner side that they've earned points, right? So that's a great way, an example of doing that. Also, another way would be if your restaurant has a lot of tables and a lot of staff members, and maybe the restaurant doesn't want to have a lot of smart devices per station. Maybe that's a little cumbersome. Busy bars might be the case for this. There's just different scenarios so that when you're getting that feedback from the restaurant owner, have this in your back pocket as another avenue of way to do this. And I've actually been in a chain restaurant where they had this same process. And that is, so I would say, I am a member of the Whatever Club, and maybe even show my phone. Great. Write your last four digits of your phone number on the receipt ticket. And when you sign it, and I will be sure to add your points. So then, okay, so now I'm signing you're right. I'm like, I got the receipt. I'm a customer. I got the receipts. And so when I receive it and I've got my credit card out, I'm just going to write my last four digits of my phone number there. Now the team member, the wait staff, takes that receipt with the credit card to the POS. As they're scanning the POS, the credit card through the POS system, they're looking at those last four digits, tablets to the right of the POS. They look up the customer. There's Mr. John Doe, because it matches the credit card. Yep, that's them. Here's their points. Now they go back and they give them their point value. So some restaurants are finding that to be an easier process for their team. So it really comes across as what is best for the business, what is best for the restaurant, and what just fits in most smoothly into the staff's natural routine. So I hope that is helpful. I hope that gives you some ideas on different ways that you can look up customers for local businesses. It doesn't always have to be scanning. You can now look up the customer for the last four digits, last name, a whole bunch of different ways.